Hey there YouTubers, how's it going today? The point of this video today is to talk to those of you who are a little scared about 2012. On the 21st of December this year, we're supposed to, die. It's supposed to be another apocalypse. Fear not, YouTuberians, Nerdfightarians, etc. Whoa. Spooky. Anyway, fear not. I have the answers, sort of. I have enough answers for you to not be scared anymore. So, let me just explain what 2012 is supposed to be. Now, 2012, actually, we were supposed to have the apocalypse in March of 2003, but because, that didn't happen, they just quietly pushed it back to 2012, and that was what it's supposed to be. Another theory of 2012 is the Mayan calendar ends then. And yes, this is true, the Mayan calendar does end on the 21st of December, 2012. The reason for this is because they could not write any more calendars because they couldn't accurately, they couldn't continue they couldn't continue that calendar accurately enough. They believe that they couldn't do that because what will happen on the 21st of December this year is that the galactic centre of the Milky Way, so our galaxy's centre, which is a massive black hole, our sun, our Earth, and the moon will all align, so it'd be like this massive eclipse. And then they couldn't accurately predict the calendar because they said it may change. That's going to be our last that'll be a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse as well, apparently, I think. Anyway, that's what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to fully align, and it's supposed to be the end of all days because they couldn't accurately predict any further than that. They also built monuments. The Mayans actually also built monuments from where the gods could come up and see the last eclipse when the calendar runs out. That's what that's supposed to be, and that's what we have taken as the apocalypse, and that's when the world is going to end. Another theory of what the world is going to end is, again, sort of stemming off the Mayans. They said that planet Nuebru starts with an N, ends with an U, but anyway, it's also known as Planet X. No deal. It's also known as Planet X, and that is supposed to be orbiting every 200,000 years. And it's supposed to it gets closer and closer to Earth every time it comes round. And this time, it's supposed to come so close that it brushes our atmosphere and sends meteorites to Earth, and yes. And the sky will look like it's on fire because the atmosphere will catch a light and it'll look like it's all on fire and stuff, but it won't cause too much, but it will cause tidal differences and earthquakes and all this sort of stuff and fire raining from above. Now, please don't be worried about any of these things. One, the first thing I mentioned, where it was the apocalypse and that clearly did not happen in 2003, is supposed to be pushed here. It didn't happen. It's just a thought somebody pulled out of their head. We have had, at minimum, 4 apocalypses so far, including Y2K, when all computers were supposed to freak out and spaz and reset themselves in the new millennium and spaz out and kill us all, Y2K. Lots of things. The last apocalypse, in May 23rd, September last year, we were all supposed to, it was supposed to be the rapture, and we were all the chosen ones would have ascended onto heaven, and then the rest of us would be, hanging about on Earth for 5 months, for hell on Earth, demons rolling around and, stabby and torture-y. What's this? I don't know what this is. It's torture. Rah. Anyway, that didn't happen either. And there's been others as well. So that's not going to happen. You know, it's just a thought and a rethought. They've just gone, oh, we'll just put it there and, you know, link it with the Mayans somehow. Secondly, the Mayan calendar ending because of everything aligning. Now, the galactic center, the sun and the earth all align every single year. Doesn't have any effect, ever. It happens every year. You know, it doesn't just happen now, it happens every single year. The Mayans just couldn't accurately predict anymore because they thought something might change because it was going to be 2 eclipses and Venus was going to come across the sun and all that's going to happen this year. And yes, we are supposed to be having some solar flares and it will noticeably change Earth. There will be noticeable changes, but not apocalyptic changes. We're not going to die from these changes. They are perfectly harmless changes. It's going to be nothing. There will be changes. You know what these changes are? These the noticeable effects of these solar flares are going to be the lights, the northern lights, the green lights. It's going to be brighter and shinier than ever before. That is the noticeable effect that the solar flares will have on Earth, is the northern lights are going to be prettier than ever. So it's a good change. It's something that's going to be absolutely fantastic and I would love to be there, but I'm just going to watch it live for anyone who's going to stream it through or watch a video of it because I can't get all the way out there. Then I've got other things to do, like die in apocalypses. That's not going to happen. I got a text message. It's from Jacinta. I'll read it later. Okay, so good thing for the solar flares. And Planet X, that's supposed to come close. If it was going to hit Earth or hit our atmosphere in December, and if it was that big, because it's massive, it's a massive planet, it's supposed to be this massive planet, unknown planet, like Planet X, Nuebru or something like that. It's massive. If it was going to hit us in December, we would see it. Therefore, it does not exist. Its existence hasn't been proven, and it doesn't exist. We would be able to see it now with the naked eye. We would be able to look up into the sky and see Planet X if it was going to hit us in December. Now, we could look up to the sky right now and see it. Planet X doesn't exist. So for all of you who are going, oh my god, 2012, I'm going to be cool and say, oh, I'm not afraid of 2012, it's not going to exist, but secretly I am a little worried about it because I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. I'm figuring that a lot of people are like that. I did have my doubts at first. I was like, but it's the Mayans. You know, they're the calendar makers of, you know, they are the best calendar makers in ever. You know, they used the stars and whatnot. They do better than what we do. All of our calendars are based on what they started with. You know? So, yes. That was a bit like, well, if the Mayan calendar ends, then what has to happen for them to not accurately predict it anymore? It's in fact everything aligning. The moon is going to come into alignment and Venus is going to go across the sun, and apparently there's supposed to be this galactic wave sent out from the black hole, and it either promotes life or takes it away. But then again, not likely. Like I said, solar flares are going to happen, and the effects of the solar flares are going to be pretty lights in the sky. Hurrah. So, please be mind-eased a little, eased of mindness, less worried about 2012. I hope my little information video has informed you of such. Anyway, love you! Bye! Don't be worried about 2012, because it's not gonna happen. Okay?